Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now today's video is going to be a short video just to catch you up with what has been going on in the cryptocurrency marketplace. Now some of you may recall round about September this year, September 2017, the Chinese government decided to put a temporary ban on Bitcoin exchanges, and the result of this was a significant dip in the value of the marketplace. So there was a significant pullback in the marketplace as a result of this Chinese ban, and this pullback in value lasted for about two days or so. So now the Russians are chiming in. Over the last 2 weeks, two weeks thereabout, there's been all this negative noise coming out of Russia, especially and particularly from the Russian president Vladimir Putin, about banning bitcoins in Russia. He's been using languages like a scheme, a scam, money laundering, used for drug trafficking, etc., to describe Bitcoin and by extension the whole cryptocurrency marketplace. So this is the language coming out of Russia, the language of banning the currency, of putting restrictions in place. So now, how effective can this be? We have seen an example of a nation trying to regulate Bitcoins with the Chinese ban on exchanges. We saw the impact that had. It had the impact of dipping the market for a couple of days. It lasted no more than 3 days by my recollection, and the market rallied and continued to surge forward. So what does that tell us? That tells us that no one nation can effectively regulate cryptocurrencies to significantly impact upon them. So this Russian threats to Putin regulation is really little more than saber rattling, because really, if regulations are put in place, it cannot have a greater effect than the Chinese regulation. Remember, China is the second largest economy in the world. So if a Chinese restriction on cryptocurrencies has the effect of only being able to dip it for a couple of days, then the Russian regulations is not likely to have that much more of an effect. So here we have a situation. Now, all these comments still keep coming out of Russia, but the Russians, ever the chess players, are playing a double game. So you have all these comments coming out of Russia about banning bitcoins and describing it as a tool for money laundering. Now, over the past 2 days thereabout, the Russians have now extended this to another dimension. So we are now hearing out of Russia that they are now they're considering, they're in the process of, and it is in a pipeline, discussions have been held about having their own state-backed cryptocurrency. So now there we have it, crypto ruble, no less. That's not quite sure if they didn't have the imagination to come up with something a bit more punchy, but crypto ruble, that's what's coming out of Russia now. Now I have two opinions on this. So this concept of crypto ruble, assuming the Russians follow through with it, it serves the purpose of having two effects. They can either use it as a disruptor, so they have a coin within the marketplace which they can grow, because they have the economy and the population to grow a coin fairly rapidly. So they can either use it as a disruptor, which they grow within the marketplace to be influential and to use to disrupt if needed, or it can be a placement within the marketplace. So if the marketplace does follow through, as is looking likely to be the case, then they are then likely to have a strong presence within that marketplace. So there we have it. The Russians are coming. They're coming into this marketplace. They are adopting a twin-prong approach. How it plays out, we shall soon find out. But as the conversation online would have it, the Russians are not particularly going to create any scare within the marketplace, because we've already had the Chinese have a go, and the marketplace continues to surge strong. So I have written an article about this, which I've posted on my Steemit page. Like I said, this is a short video just to bring you up to speed with what's going on. So I've written an article about this, which is posted on my Steemit page. So go have a look. Crypto Grind, I'm called there. That's the article right at the top. The Russians are coming. Have a read. Let me know what you think of this video. What are your thoughts of the Russian position on the marketplace? Like, share, subscribe, and I shall catch you on the next one. Peace.